Get ready for the 2023-24 NBA season to kick off with a bang. This lineup is packed with thrilling matchups that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. We're talking about classic rivalries heating up again, long-awaited rematches, and the comeback of fan-favorite clashes. The NBA is aiming to bring the intensity of late-season games right from the start, and they're going all out with the new in-season tournament. That means we're in for some jaw-dropping action from the opening tip-off till mid-December. So brace yourself for an exciting roller coaster ride as we reveal the 10 absolute must-see games of the early season. These games are not only going to light up the ratings, but also set the stage for some passionate debates among fans. Lakers at Nuggets, October 24th. It's time for a double dose of entertainment as the beloved Inside the NBA crew kicks off the season with a tantalizing doubleheader. One matchup that's got everyone's attention is the rematch of the 2023 Western Conference Finals, a series that honestly lacked drama last spring. The Lakers were swiftly shown the exit by the Nuggets, completing a clean sweep. During that decisive series, Coach Michael Malone didn't hold back, consistently pointing out how much the public seemed infatuated with the Lakers, leaving Denver seemingly overlooked. This narrative carried all the way to the Nuggets championship celebrations, even drawing a mix of amusement and irritation from none other than LeBron James himself. Now the Lakers have an early opportunity to ruffle the feathers of the reigning champions and perhaps find a taste of vindication along the way. It's a clash that promises not just basketball, but a side dish of rivalry and redemption, served up hot on the courts. Suns at Warriors, October 24th. The folks crafting the schedule must either have a keen sense of humor or a mischievous streak, or maybe a bit of both. Why else would they waste no time in getting Chris Paul and the Suns back on the court, this time on opposite sides? It's a showdown that promises to offer a sneak peek into what lies ahead for these two players. Paul's departure from the Suns in favor of Bradley Beal during the summer was anything but graceful. And now we have this early clash that sets the stage for their diverging paths. Can Beal step up and handle the point guard duties effectively? How will Paul find his rhythm, sharing the court with the likes of Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson in the backcourt? Paul's championship quest is far from over, and facing off against a formidable contender like the Phoenix Suns early in the season serves as a fantastic litmus test. Can he make a statement against the team that he once led to the NBA Finals? All eyes will be on this matchup as it not only promises basketball action, but also a fascinating narrative of adaptation, ambition, and the pursuit of greatness. Mavericks at Spurs, October 25th. In a rare turn of events, a team that managed only 22 wins last year has secured a spot among the spotlighted games of the upcoming season. The reason behind the excitement? None other than Victor Wembanyama. The highly anticipated debut of this rising star, heralded as the next big thing, is marked on the calendar, and the anticipation is reaching monumental levels all the way from here to Paris. As a quick point of comparison, remember when LeBron James burst onto the scene? He dropped 25 points in his debut, setting a remarkable single-game scoring record for a player transitioning straight from high school to the pros. With the arrival of Wembanyama, we're in for another electrifying debut that could set a new standard for basketball greatness. Suns at Lakers, October 26th. Here's a bit of basketball trivia for you. When was the last time LeBron James and Kevin Durant went head-to-head on the court? Believe it or not, it was all the way back on Christmas Day in 2018. That's right, a substantial stretch of time has passed since these two legends crossed paths. Injuries have unfortunately played a significant role in their missed encounters, with Durant often bearing the brunt of it. But hold on to your seats, because the long-awaited moment could be just around the corner right before Halloween. Fingers crossed, of course. It's about time that the basketball world gets treated to this showdown, rather than being handed yet another disappointment. In the previous season, after being traded to the Phoenix Suns, Durant was slated to face off against LeBron on March 22nd. However, because of an ankle injury during pre-game warm-ups a few weeks earlier led to the cancellation of that highly anticipated reunion. Let's hope something similar doesn't happen. Heat at Celtics, October 27th. The memory still lingers in Boston, where some can't quite wrap their heads around the fact that the Celtics let a Game 7 slip away at home, squandering a golden opportunity to secure a spot in the NBA Finals against Miami last spring. The odds were in favor of the Celtics, but Jimmy Butler had his own plans, flipping the script entirely. It's a game that's etched as one of the most pivotal victories in Heat history, despite it not occurring during the finals. Conversely, for Boston, it's a loss that still stings, particularly for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. That game and the entire series felt like an enigma as they struggled to find answers against Miami's prowess. The significance of this upcoming matchup is only amplified by the aftermath. If the Heat manage to orchestrate a major trade, potentially bringing in a certain player from the Western Conference, this game could carry even greater weight. It's a showdown that encompasses not just basketball, but the narrative of redemption, rivalry, and the unyielding pursuit of victory. Heat at Bucks, October 30th. If Milwaukee could have a second chance, it would wish for Giannis Antetokounmpo's uninterrupted health during the Bucks' first-round series with Miami last spring. Regrettably, Giannis missed a little over 2 pivotal games in that series, allowing Jimmy Butler to take the spotlight and establish his authority over Milwaukee. It's interesting to note that Butler has personal ties to the city, having attended Marquette University. Looking ahead to this season, anticipation is building as the matchup draws near, with only 3 games into Milwaukee's current campaign. Although Giannis Antetokounmpo had to skip FIBA competition due to his left knee surgery earlier in the summer, all signs point to his complete recovery for the upcoming training camp. This game could potentially offer Milwaukee a chance at redemption and an opportunity to reshape the narrative against a formidable Miami team. Wizards at Warriors, December 22nd. When the teams step onto the court at Chase Center, you can expect a lot of suspense and a quiet crowd. People will be curious about how Draymond Green and Jordan Poole will greet each other before the game. Will they hug tightly, just give a quick high five, or maybe ignore each other? People really want to know. This game will be the first time Poole plays against his old teammates, and it's a big deal. People will be paying a lot of attention to how they acknowledge each other. It's like, a big deal in NBA history. One thing we can be sure of is that fans will cheer for Poole because he helped the Warriors win a championship 2 years ago. Grizzlies at Pelicans, December 19th. This game number 26 on the Grizzlies schedule, is significant because it marks the first time Ja Morant can play after a 25-game suspension. There's a lot to find out on this night. How well are the Grizzlies doing in the standings? How much did getting Marcus Smart through a trade help soften the blow of losing their main player? The most crucial question is whether Morant will be rusty or all set to perform. It's going to be an exciting moment to see how he comes back after his suspension. Mavericks at Suns, December 25th. Luka Doncic finds immense joy in giving the Suns a hard time, especially targeting Devin Booker. They've got some history, This regular season showdown is a big spotlight for Doncic, a chance for him to stir things up with his old buddies. But the real headliner here is Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant sharing the same court, albeit in different uniforms. Their first face-off after parting ways in Brooklyn was back in March, and it lived up to the hype. The matchup between the Mavs and the Suns promises captivating action. It's a game that'll keep you glued to the screen. Sixers at Nuggets, January 27th. Nikola Jokic versus Joel Embiid. That's the matchup that speaks volumes on its own. The clash between these top-tier big men and former Kia MVP winners is set to wait until February rolls around in the season. But honestly, the timing doesn't matter much. These two are almost a sure bet to deliver an engaging performance, regardless of when or where they meet on the court. Will the MVP title once again be up for grabs, at least in the eyes of the basketball community? It's never too soon to choose a side and start speculating. The anticipation for this duel is real, so mark your calendars and don't miss out on these matchups.